Hello and welcome to the progress report for Solius, the Magic Castle, as of the end of August 2014, even though this video is coming up a little bit late. Well, we have seen the end of the funding campaign, and unfortunately it was not successful. And during the funding campaign I didn't post a video for the monthly progress report, but I can still show you what we have here, although this is as of the end of August, so a couple things in here that weren't there in the end of July. So there's not a whole lot in this first level, although I did make some notable revisions. Most notable being that, as you may be aware, there is an area down here. If you fall down at these waterfalls, you'll go into a different area, which I had to make it easier, so, you know, especially for the public demos, if somebody falls down there, I don't want them to just outright die. But it also was pretty unfair that you don't know that there's something down there unless you're a poor enough player that you fall down to what should kill you. So I have added this here at the end of this section where anyone can clearly see that there is something down here that you can, not risking your life, go down to see. I removed the old cloud that was here, although the one on the far end is still there. So the player now jumps up to this little cave structure to progress. You may also notice here this bee flying around that I have added in mostly for the second level, but you put them in this one as well. And another one of the bees right there. Now, I have not previously recorded for these updates any shots of this level, but nevertheless, here is this second level that I added the start of last month. Also, I should point out there is this addition here. You may notice that the screen actually stops at the bottom of the screen. The camera doesn't keep going down. I've added thus this camera boundaries to the entire levels. Also have this fire-breathing plant here. This level is one you would have seen had you played the demo that I had available while the campaign was up. It was particularly for this level that I created those bees. And the fire-breathing flowers. However, if you played that downloadable demo, although the more recent one available now will reflect what you have here, this will be something new that I added in. The whole rest of this level is mostly new from this point out. Also here we have a new weapon added to the lineup. The Blader-ring. And I want to point out a couple things. One, you can actually go back through this this cave. It's not a one-way trip. Go through it and you'll start up here at the top of the level where you logically should. So we have this improved mid-level transit, a properly functioning, I should say, mid-level transition. Can't say it's improved because I didn't have an earlier version where it wasn't working right. And we have a new area here, and it's also, I want to point out, if you die, you start at the entrance of the last door that you went through. Which is one of the big reasons for having it, so you don't start off completely at the start of the whole level. This is a whole new section in here. Mostly I made revisions because when I saw people playing this stage earlier, a lot of them got up to the section similar to up there with the moving platforms. And a lot of people would miss, fall down, and even though they didn't die, they lost interest, and it became apparent that it would actually be better engaged if they didn't have to start all the way from the beginning, even if they lost a life in the process. And so here we are with this revision where you don't fall all the way to the beginning, you just die and start over at the start of this section. I still need to fix that glitch where fireballs don't hurt you when the person who fired them has died. But, yeah. It's worth noting that from this section forward, everything is pretty much as it was. I mean, the remainder of this level is actually taken from the original version of this level that was available throughout the funding campaign. And the only changes to the fire and ice level are to have the edge of the screen here, the edge of the map, edge of the world, where the camera stops tracking you in the center of the screen. Here and at the bottom edge of the map as well. Which would take me a little while to get to. Yep, down here. The camera doesn't go any further down than that. Previously did have the camera blocked on this edge, but found it just worked better to not do that. And there we go. That is what we have for Solius the Magic Castle. Unfortunately, since the funding campaign was not successful, I will not be able to continue working on this at the same rate I have been. As such, I don't anticipate to be making these progress report videos every month. However, work will continue, and I will post updates when I do have them. So, with that, all I can do now is look forward to the future. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.